Canto 19. Colonial War. Europe shapes peace at sleepy Aix-Chapelle. Paris and London, locking Nigglehorn, shall sheathe their fences' rapiers a spell, one drawn by those old Mayflower born. Americans, pride and guts and battle, point their English guns at the Redskins' rattle. Franklin's squadron shall slowly push through legendary Greenwood, a whoosh of tomahawk and bush, and sickening slice the thud. On ancient soil they gloop and gush this sacrificial blood, and hope the warring spirits to appease young Washington to Fort George ducks and flees. The French are sitting on Quebec, the British in Boston, but both are freckle, speck or stride whose marathon runs where exist the ancient 6 nations of Indian. Ohio, 1754. Earthquake. Old Portugal, still European prince, lord of the moniferous Amazon. Capital rarely matched before or since. Watched golden sunrise, but by nightfall gone. Under the sea, ground would groan and bellow, sending a tsunami to lay old Lisbon low. First her famous towers topple, now the flames follow the flood. Legacies lost in the rubble, massed thousands slain where they stood. Bursting man's beautiful bubble as only nature could, her message delivered with a shiver from Rochester to the Guadalquivir. The world wilts beneath the pressure, doom-stricken with intent. France, Austria, Britain, Prussia, a brooding continent, all waiting for war's catalyst, or one they would invent. Europe, 1755. Preemptive strike. Musing at the Sanssouci, free from care, Frederick shall contemplate his nation's fate. A friend and confidant of Herr Voltaire thinks deep into the future of the state. The answers come, great powers on each side. To solve the conundrum, to warfare all must slide. If he who laughs last laughs longest, though striking first strikes strongest, facing the self-inflicted test, Frederick proclaims the contest. Now men in battle must he best, no momentary rest, for Russia, Austria and France allied, only Great Britain tends the Prussian side. He proves once more that genius exists in martial arts, his warriors victorious for battles many parts, like children kept from ammo carts to patriotic hearts. Saxony, 1756. Struggle for existence. Europe's princes, provinces overwhelm. Sweden possesses Pomerania. France mops the British from its German realm, and Russians rules the roost in East Prussia. As Berlin falls to lion Budapest, the butchery appalls a new enlightened West. Both Paris and Vienna slack, thinking the war completed, feeling Frederick could not attack with provisions outpeated. Such flash of lightning at Rossbach, totally defeated, escaping through Thuringen forestry, a clueless, cannonless calamity. The clawing winds of winter bite, for warm climes birds are fled. 6 hours of light, a stunning fight, another field of dead. But for the thick-feathered carrion, so viscerally fed. Leuven, 1757. The birth of the Raj. How arrogant is man that through one war thinks people will subdue, but do indeed when charismatic leaders to the fore have worked upon the natives' private greed. Sir Robert Clive leaves the Madras clutter. How many would survive the black hole of Calcutta? The Nawab left Murshidabad with the barons of Bengal. They thought that Clive was raving mad to pitch camp and fight at all. Vastly outnumbered, but he had the luck of that dice roll. The barons knew the balance of power had shifted to the white man that black hour. Commemorated victory, Mumbai renamed Bombay. Pondicherry stormed from the sea, the French fled in dismay. From Ramadan to Diwali, for peace the presents peasant's prey. India, 1758. Wolf. The global visions of William the Pitt see certain sections shaded pressed and red. A puzzle with one piece struggling to fit, like racing gates with horses poorly bred. Chess player sent to North America with one present intent, to conquer Canada. Beyond my triple metaphor sit the pretty English fleet, spit snarling like the dogs of war. Quebecois quake in the street. Night helps slip silent boats to shore, outflanking move complete. Stood with his officers at break of day, chiaroscuro on a page of grey. I would rather have that composed than gain the hot day's fame. The army's closed, all problems posed, brought down with shot and flame. They run, though dying. His checkmate had won the game. Quebec, 1758. Sumner and Stemler. The Britons blessed their miraculous year, when empire many hectares did increase. Upon the continent her troops appear, set to remove France from her German lease. With Prussian friends sharing a common blood, march where the Weser wends through wheatfield and wildwood. This is fucking killing me feet, Jeff Sumner mourned on the road. Once press-ganged from a Preston street, now a well-paid blade abroad. Helps to pursue the French defeat, the borders are restored. As lines of allied cavalry and shock cuirassiers as waves break on the rock. While trawling through those wheat fields won, Jeff saw a French corpse move and pointed gun at some Prussian. This threat Jeff did remove. Death shot that saved Paul Stemler has commenced our karmic groove. Minden, 1759. Martial romance. Paul called upon his cousin at Colditz. Oh, you're joking. Oh, we've got time. Paul called upon his cousin at Colditz to pass the weeks that were his precious leave, to meet a woman having hissy fits, more beautiful than his heart could believe. With just one kiss, he caught her flailing soul, a wooing world of bliss, a cure to his call. When he went off to the muster, she was pregnant with his seed. I am in love, he told Blucher. Many soldiers we shall breed, to maintain beloved Prussia. By God, them do we need. So many paid the full price at Zorndorf, Hochkirch, Maxen, Dresden, and Kunersdorf. Though men exiguous, Frederick puts Prussia on a par, but stream